Are you worried your veneers might look fake or awkward? You're not alone. Ever notice how some smiles look incredible while others just seem off? I'm Dr. Larry Dougherty, and after helping thousands of patients avoid embarrassing veneer mistakes, I'm going to show you exactly how to get veneers that look natural, feel great, and make you proud to show off your smile. I'm going to tell you the story of a patient. Let's call her Megan. So for the first few visits, she was just a routine cleaning type of patient, right? No complaints, no cosmetic concerns, but she had 4 veneers on her top front teeth. And while they weren't bad, they weren't great either. Now, I don't push cosmetic dentistry on people. If you're happy, I'm happy. That's always been my approach. One day, during a hygiene exam, she finally asked me, "Dr. Dougherty, what do you think about my veneers?" I told her the truth. They look good. Whoever did them did a nice job. She agreed, but then she said something I hear more often than you'd think. It's not really about how they look. They just don't feel like me. She'd gotten the veneers years earlier before moving to Texas. On paper, they were perfect. They were straight, white, flawless. But Megan was warm, bubbly, expressive, and her smile looked stiff, almost formal, like it belonged to someone else. She told me, "I feel like I'm faking it every time I smile." And that's the first reason veneers look bad. Even when they're technically perfect, they don't match your personality. A natural smile isn't just about color and shape. It's about energy, expression, identity. If your veneers don't reflect who you are, they'll never feel right, no matter how perfect they look. I'll tell you about another patient, we'll call him Victor. So Victor came in pretty frustrated. He was a big guy, broad shoulders, square jaw, strong masculine facial structure. But his veneers, they were tiny. He looked at me and said, "People think I still have my baby teeth." The moment he walked in, I saw the issue. His veneers were actually well made from a technical standpoint, but they didn't match the proportions of his face. The result was a smile that looked shrunken and unnatural. Victor even told me, "I thought something was wrong with me, not the teeth." And that's the second big reason veneers look bad. The tooth shapes don't fit the face. Big, strong features need bigger, bolder tooth shapes. Softer, more delicate features need gentler curves. When facial proportions and veneers design don't align, the smile will always look off, even if the teeth are flawless. In Victor's case, the dentist and lab played it safe. They accepted the status quo of his naturally smaller teeth instead of recognizing the opportunity to enhance his entire face. They just didn't go far enough. And because of that, Victor didn't get the result or the service he truly deserved. So my next patient, let's call her Lisa. She came in and she told me that for a long time, she actually loved how white her teeth were. Everything was fine until one day her grandson looked at her and asked her, "Grandma, are those dentures?" She laughed and said, "No, why would you think that?" And he goes, "Well, they look fake." When we took some photos and she smiled, the problem was obvious. It wasn't that her teeth were white, it was that they were the wrong white. Lisa had beautiful olive-toned skin, warm brown eyes, and dark hair. But her veneers were this icy blue white shade that didn't belong on her face. They didn't look bad, they just looked like they belonged to somebody else. And this is where most people go wrong. The third reason veneers look fake is that the shade doesn't actually match the person. There's no single perfect white. There's warm whites, cool whites, soft whites, bright whites. And what looks amazing on one person can look completely unnatural on another. If your veneers don't work with your skin tone, your eyes, and even your lips, they're gonna stand out, and not in a good way. That's when you get the awkward questions and the weird looks. Nobody wants that. So picture this, I had a patient come in, we'll call him Aaron, and he had veneers, and honestly, from the outside, they look good. He even told me he loved his new smile. He had them recently done. But then he said, "Doc, can you fix the way my veneers feel when I talk?" Every time he ate or spoke, something fell off. He noticed clicking and tapping, and sometimes he'd even bite his lip because the edges didn't line up with how his mouth naturally moved. He told me, "I love how they look, but I can't live like this." When I checked his bite, the problem was obvious. The veneers weren't designed with function in mind. They were bulky, thick, and he was biting way too hard on them. I was honestly surprised they hadn't broken yet. The only thing protecting them was their thickness, but sooner or later, something was gonna give. And that's the fourth reason veneers look bad and feel bad: poor bite design. A smile isn't just about how it looks, it's a functional system. If veneers are too long, too thick, or not aligned with your bite, they won't just look unnatural, they'll move unnaturally. And nothing gives away fake teeth faster than veneers that don't work properly when you talk, chew, or smile. A few months ago, I had another patient named Sandra who came to see me. She'd gone to a very well-known cosmetic dentist in another city, highly recommended, beautiful office, very charming doctor. She told me what she spent, and it was a significant amount of money. She'd never seen a cosmetic dentist before, and the whole experience felt intimidating. That's what she told me. But she figured that was just, part of the process. Fancy office, confident dentist, you trust the experts, right? But the moment her final veneers were bonded in, she knew something was wrong. She told me, I didn't realize I had no say. I just trusted him because he was the expert. She never saw a mock-up. She had temporaries, but no one really evaluated them. She never got the chance to adjust the shape, the length, or the shade. And the whole time she kept thinking, maybe I'm overreacting. But every time she looked in the mirror, it didn't feel like her. This wasn't about vanity. It was about losing control over something deeply personal. And that leads to the biggest reason veneers go wrong. No preview. If you don't try on your new smile, digitally or with temporaries, you're gambling with your face. A preview is when communication happens. It's where you fine-tune shape, length, proportions, and shade before anything becomes permanent. No preview, no communication, no control. If you want natural-looking veneers, remember, bad veneers almost never happen in the final appointment. They happen in the planning. Make sure your smile matches you. Make sure the shape fits your face. Choose the right shade for your coloring and make sure the bite feels natural, and never ever move forward without a preview. If you're considering veneers and want a smile that looks natural, personal, and truly you, I'd love to help you. And if you're wondering what veneers actually cost, watch this next video where I break it all down so you know exactly what to expect.